I'm Hanna from Berthold, North Dakota. I've been using CattlActive for the last couple years. I'd been using the Zesterra end of the product on horses for several years, and what got me into the CattlActive is our ranch has a long history with scours in the barns or just in the yard in general. I think we have a lot of trouble with scours, and I was talking to Matt Zancanella about this scour issue, and he recommended that's how we got started on putting the CattlActive right in the water tank. I started drenching any calf that looked like they were depressed or lethargic, or just trying to catch it early in the first signs of scours or the loose stools in the back. I just went to drenching 10 cc's of CattlActive, and when I first started I would use some form of antibiotic type product, and then this last season I just went to using CattlActive alone on them scouring calves, and within hours I was drying them up. And when you see something like that firsthand, or I tested it, it's hard not to be a believer. When it comes to the cows, we've been using CattlActive on all levels, from adding it to the water tanks when cattle are around the yard, or we use the loose mineral, and you can custom order loose mineral to your liking. That's what I like about that. You can get it however you want it made. Or we got the lick tubs. We've used the lick tubs, and cattle go to it, but just like any mineral program, you can manage the intake amounts to a point. Yeah, we're using CattlActive on all levels. We started the spring coming out of a drought. Last year in 2017 was one of the worst droughts on record here right around our place. Going into spring we had very little carryover grass, and the grass wasn't starting. We hadn't had any rain through the whole month of May or April. When the snow went, it went real fast, and so we were looking pretty ugly this spring, and the cattle were in great shape when calving started, and we didn't want to start going backwards. So I talked to Jason, or we come up with a plan to start using the product of theirs called Red Hot, and it's like a trace mineral or a loose mineral with a little bit of protein incorporated, so they go to it a little harder. But I didn't want to start feeding grain, or our hay piles were shrinking up and we didn't have any grass coming, but we did have grass. They were out on hard old grass, and with that Red Hot product I was able to maintain what we had, or even bring back some of the first calf heifers, or the 3-year-olds that had maybe started to slip a little bit, and I like the results we saw with that Red Hot. We tested, I got young cows right now at the moment, mostly first calf heifers and 3s and some 4s, and so I got a young herd, and through the winter we didn't hardly do anything extra for them young cows. We kept them on all forms of that loose minerals, some tubs and the water tanks, and we didn't do anything special for them young cows. So going into calving, you always got stress thoughts in the back of your head of, are my calves going to be strong, or are my cows going to clean or come back, and I couldn't have been happier with the group of calves that I had this year. Every one of them hit the ground and was good and healthy, strong, up, ready to go to work. And then after the calves were born, the cows, or my first calf heifers, stayed in great shape. All of them were milking like you hope, and they didn't shrink up or fall off, or they all cleaned. I couldn't have been happier with how my calving season went. I would 100% recommend CattlActive to other producers because of the results I've seen firsthand with using CattlActive alone. I'm Hanna from Berthold, North Dakota, and I'm proactive with CattlActive.
Thank you for watching CattlActive on our YouTube network. If you want more information, please check out one of the videos to the right, or check us out on Facebook.